Good morning. How are y'all doing this morning? Y'all, I only went live because that person in my DMs really made me they didn't make me mad. They bothered me. They just rubbed me the wrong way, girl. Because I get tired of when people try to make excuses for like I love cops. Thank you so much for doing your job. But when are we gonna stop making excuses for cops? Okay? There's no excuse for when we do shit wrong. People, I ain't even talking about black. There's no excuse for when people do shit wrong. So don't make an excuse for a cop when they are trained to do, when they're trained to handle situations. Let's just put it that way. You're trained. You have to go and do certain things and learn certain things on how to do stuff. So your excuse is gonna, I guess we're going to hold you at a different level than just a regular person. Same way y'all be trying to hold celebrities at a different status than a regular person. Y'all be thinking, oh, it's a celebrity, so they can't do this and they can't do that. Well, child, have that same energy with the cop. He can't do this and he can't do that. Period. So that person in my DMs is going to tell me we need to wait till both sides of the story because we don't know everything that happened. If that person was in my face, I think I might have slapped them with a wet damn rag and bitch kicked her in the back of her neck. Because, sweetie, there was a video. It's always when it's a video when people want to scream, let's hear both sides of the story. I mean, granted, you do need to know everything, but when that cop got out of the car, and I don't really speak on these situations because I get so invested. And you know, you get invested, you get mad, you get upset, you start feeling some type of way about people. And I don't like that. So I just try not to watch the news. But this one was just like, damn, she was 15. Like these grown men, I'd be like, okay, they were men. Granted, a life is a life. But I'd be like, oh, that was a grown man. I feel bad. But this one's a child. That's why I be trying to tell y'all kids, be careful what situations you get yourself in. Sometimes every fight ain't worth fighting. And I'm not blaming the girl at all, but I'm just telling the kids who are alive right now, every fight is not worth fighting. Because I know I have a bunch of young kids that follow me. Every fight ain't worth fighting. Every argument ain't worth arguing. I understand you want to be that bitch and say, hey, I could beat your ass and I can do this and I can do that. Child, the way this world is now, you got to start thinking before you do stuff sometimes. Just think. Think before you make decisions. Same way that cop need to think before he made a decision. We need to think before we make decisions, because sometimes a decision you make can be a permanent reaction and you don't want that to happen, okay? It's not that serious. From selling drugs to fighting to if you a guy and you feel like you need to rape a girl, just think before you do a lot of stuff. Robbing, killing, whatever. Think. Because these people now, they're not thinking either. So you got to think for yourself and think about somebody else, because obviously everybody ain't thinking right now. So anyway, the guy got out of the car. And when he got out of the car, he saw the girl go at the one girl with the knife who fell on the ground. Right? So if you saw that one and your excuse, I mean, granted, let me just keep going, stay on track. You saw the girl go at the other girl on the ground. Then she turns around and goes at the other girl. And that's when he opened fire, because I feel she would have stabbed her. But in my opinion, granted, he was saving a lot. She wouldn't have killed the girl, I hope not, you know. But we don't know because it didn't get that far. But in his eyes, he was saving somebody else's life, but you took another. So in your mind, being a cop, I feel like they teach y'all how to think in these type of situations. So in that situation, did he not think to take out a taser and shoot the girl first and startle her, and she would have went to the ground? The same way when you shot that gun, everybody took the fuck off. So I feel you should have tasered that girl, probably in the neck. I don't know where you're supposed to taser her, man. Taser in the neck, in her arm, something to startle her, and she would have dropped the knife. And she would have been like, what the fuck is going on? And then on top of that, after you tased her, you could have pepper sprayed everybody else, and that would have cleared the whole situation out, period. And I'm not even a cop, honey. I just know what I see when I go to the clubs. Because, baby, they be having knives at the club. They be having bottles at the club. They be throwing chairs at the club. And I ain't never seen nobody get shot at the clubs I be at when they be fighting at the club, doing that same shit at the club when it be 20 fucking folks fighting in the club. Ain't nobody been shot at the club. So you mean to tell me you didn't know how to handle those people? Lie. Lie, 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 lie. I've been to several clubs and I've seen I don't know how many fucking fights. Several clubs. And it be bouncers handling those fights without guns. All they got is their muscles and a fucking flashlight to look at your ID. So I don't want to hear no excuse from nobody in the comments or anywhere else saying because she was finna stab or she was finna do this. Baby, them bouncers be handling shit without fucking guns. So shut the hell up. No guns, no bulletproof vests, nothing. Nothing. But anyway, it just hurts that these people are saying, we gotta hear the other story. No, he should not have shot that girl 4 times. Wanted to shoot her in the leg or something. You shot this girl 4 times in the chest, is from what I'm hearing. That's horrible. That is horrible. Horrible. And that's why child, horrible. I don't want to hear no ifs, ands, and but horrible. 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 A 15-year-old girl. Pop, 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 pop. Bitch, that's for YouTube. It is on YouTube. He gets out the car, goes towards the girls, asking the people on the side, what's going on? Nigga, you know what was going on. The caller, they dispatched y'all the call. And then when I was watching it, the officer explaining, gonna say that there was no mention on what type of weapons were on the scene. Bitch, and before you said that, you just sat there and said they said on the call that a girl was out there trying to stab somebody. What the fuck you think she trying to stab him with? It could have been a piece of glass, a knife, whatever. He said a weapon went on. They didn't mention what the weapon was, but they just said that there's a girl out there trying to stab somebody. Well, bitch, you know she got something. So in your mind, you need to go prepared for whatever. If you get a little cut, get a little stab, this is what you signed the fuck up for. The same way a doctor signs up knowing that, hey, I may touch a wrong artery, a wrong thing, whatever. This is what I signed up for. A lawyer signs up for, hey, look, I know people may come back and try to kill me when they get out of jail if I get them locked up. This is what you signed up for. So when people say blue lives matter, yes, their lives matter, but you signed up for this shit. You signed up to put your life on the line for other people. This is what you signed up for. I'm not saying go in there and just say, oh, I'm gonna die today, but you gotta go in and say, I might get cut today, or I might get shot in the leg today. This is what you signed up for. And you signed up to protect and serve. So even if you had to protect that girl who was finna get stabbed, you also have to protect the girl who is stabbing too. Even though she in the wrong, you gotta protect and serve all citizens, and then let the law handle what that girl had to go through. If she was a girl and she could have, and you stopped her or tried to stop her in the midst of it, but now you done killed this girl. This is just crazy. But people don't look at it how the law's supposed to be. This law, but then y'all want to make stipulations around it. Oh, he was trying to save the other girl from getting stabbed. Well, honey, there was many other things you. And then I get so mad when people be like, I just get so mad because I don't be wanting to wish ill will on nobody, because sometimes the tongue is powerful and what you wish on somebody else could come back on you. But sometimes I be saying, I wish. Nah, I don't wish. Sometimes I be saying, if these people could just experience, and when I say these people, anybody who don't understand why people are upset, if these people could just experience what that person had to go through, they would shut the hell up. Now, if that girl was in the wrong, and if she would have came at the cop, I would be saying something different. But she didn't attack that cop. So I'm not saying, I'm not changing my mind. And if she would have came at him like, shut your ass up, and tried to go stab him, I understand. But child, and then somebody gonna probably say, well, she was going at somebody else. You don't care about the other person's daughter? Yes, I do. That's why I felt he should have tasered her to startle her, to stop her from stabbing that other person's daughter. That's what he should have did, so he can save both lives. Period. Whew, Jesus. Just like that other situation with the Devon guy. I want to refrain from speaking on this because I was like, I was 50-50 on it. And I'm just an honest person. And I know some people might get mad at me, but I'm an honest person. There was no reason to take the guy's life. One. That's why I do feel the lady needs to go to jail. And I do feel she needs to be fired, go to jail, no pension, all that stuff, for no family members, nothing. That, yes. But, like I said at the beginning of this entire broadcast, we have to be mindful of the decisions that we make. Hold on, y'all. Let me see where I gotta go. We have to be mindful of the decisions that we make. So when they had you in those handcuffs and they told you that you had a warrant, friend, don't run. You already know what's going on. You already know they trigger happy. Don't run. Why did you run, friend? That's what I would have kept saying in my head if I was a mother or a daughter or a father, just like, baby, why did you run? Why? We could have handled, and then to come and find out that the reason you had a warrant, and you could have been scot-free. Oh! Come to find out the reason you had a warrant was not because it was your fault. It was because they sent your mail to the wrong house, and because you didn't answer in a timely manner because they made a mistake, you got a warrant. Friend would not have ran. You could have got locked up, found out why you had that warrant, and you would be out today, friend. Out today. Jesus Christ. That's why I just tell y'all, y'all got the streets. Stop trying to that hurt me. Yes, a taser would have been fine. That's why I said don't just pick and choose what you want to fucking hear. I said she needs to be fired and goes to jail, but friend still should not have ran. You wouldn't have got shot with a taser or a gun. Period. Nothing. You would have just got put in the back of that car and found out that these motherfuckers made a mistake. Period. Period. So it's sad all the way the fuck around. It's sad all the way around. And if that was my brother or my cousin, I would have told them the same thing. I would have said, why the fuck did you run, friend? I would have said the same thing to my cousins. Same fucking shit. I would have said the same shit. Same shit to my friend who got hit by the car running from the cop. Why the fuck did you run? Now you're dead. Running. For what? This be so hurtful. Hold on, y'all.
thank you continue into life.
Okay, y'all. Well, let me go. I gotta go. I'm finna, cause it's probably finna mess up over here because I'm over here by the airport. But just, y'all, start thinking. Just think. Think about your decisions. Be smart, cause I made some dumb decisions in my life, and I done had my repercussions. But just think about your decisions before you do them. And I mean, I understand these people are young. I was young. You make dumb decisions. That's how you grow. But the way this life is now, it's at 12. And that's just sad that these kids can't even damn be kids. They got to grow up already. But all right, y'all, this thing finna cut off because I'm going out of here. But I love y'all. Have a safe day. Everybody